Welcome to Chat with Chandi, a year in pictures. At the top of the year, started off with a party at my home with family and friends, and it was amazing, and this is one of my favorite pics. Of course, I had a book to come out end of 2017, and my own niece was my first customer of the new year in 2018. My book went on to do well, and others supported me on social media and by purchasing my book. We had snow come in Columbus, Georgia in January, which isn't often. I was a part of a production, a play that's audio only. Stay tuned for that. I had my first book signing at the Mildred L. Terry Library, where the staff has always been so supportive of my books and my plays, and it was amazing, and we had a great turnout. That was only the beginning. I started speaking at other places around town. I went to Girls Inc., the Baker location in Columbus, Georgia, and spoke with 2 groups of girls and talked to them about my writing. I teamed up with Miss Paula Eakins, who has had a lot to do with my success of getting my book out there to others. These lovely young ladies that you see here were featured in my first play. We put it on at Mildred L. Terry Library for Black History Month, and it was great. It was called For the Culture. We had a good crowd to come out, and everyone enjoyed. That was a great time. I also went to speak at St. Mary's Road Methodist Church. It was wonderful. The group of girls that I spoke with were amazing. And again, thank you to Miss Paula Eakins. I went on to talk about my book on the Dee Armstrong Show. I grew up watching her on the news and admired her. We were also interviewed by Jasmine J. Sue. She's great. She's an up-and-coming entrepreneur as well. She even recorded our play that we did at the Mildred L. Terry Library. My family came out and everyone had a great time. I'm so thankful for my support system. There's my mom in red smiling, front and center. These young ladies were shining stars, and I was amazed. They were amazing to work with. Took my daughter for her first college visit. She is a junior this year, and we're excited. Of course, Wakanda forever. My daughter Kayla got this t-shirt from the movie. My husband and our youngest daughter went to the father-daughter dance, and they had a blast and took some great pics. She is truly a daddy's girl. A new addition that we got this year was our puppy. He was 3 months old when we got him, and his name is Sunny. Also this year, my daughter Kayla volunteered multiple times with her group, the Girls Mentoring Program. Our youngest son, Denias, got many awards for his wrestling. We visited Legoland and had a great time that day. We spent Easter with my brother and his family and my cousin, Angie, and we had a great day. I did the big chop again. I can't remember if this was the second or third time this time. That was me in the studio performing for the audio play I told you about earlier. And following suit, my mom decided to chop hers off again too. I love that lady. There's one of my biggest supporters, Braylon, as we went to St. Mary's to sell books. Me and some family and friends going to see the Urban Bushwomen at the River Center. That was a great night. Here we are celebrating Braylon's birthday at the movies to see the Avengers in May. My middle daughter, Kayla, had a band concert. She plays the trumpet and she does great. My oldest daughter, Kalia, went to the gala at her school and she looked beautiful. There's Kayla, the day of another award. It's so many with them, I just can't keep up. This year on vacation, we took a cruise. The kids loved it, and we were color coordinated as always. There's my cousin Wendy and Kai, who joined us this year. for the first time. It was great. And they were first time cruisers. They had a blast, which we all did. And here we are doing something I've never done, wearing a bikini in public as an adult. It was liberating, to say the least. I had a great time and I looked good. The Bahamas is always a fun trip, especially with family and friends on a cruise. We had a great time as always. Definitely a highlight of this year for me. Here we are at Stone Mountain. I tell you, this day at Stone Mountain was one of the best I've had in a long time. Besides a few pictures here and there was really not a lot of social media checks going on that day, and we just enjoyed being out in nature. There's my husband and oldest son. It was so funny. He grabbed his hand and was like, let's go. So I had to grab a pic of that. Here I am at St. Mary's at a youth day that they had. Again, talking about my book. Here we are at the library for Left-Handers Day because 3 of my kids are lefties and my mom is as well. This is when Kalia got her driver's license. Oh boy, what a day. Here we are. Of course, if you checked out earlier vlog that I did, we went to the On the Run 2 concert and had a great time. If you haven't had a chance to check out that Chat with C.H.A.T video, definitely check it out. My cousins also attended as well. Here's Gingy as she attended on that Sunday to see J&B. And here are me and the other part of the 3 amigos, me, Wendy, and Gingy, on the Run tour too. This was this for my dad's birthday? I can't remember, but we took my parents to the casino, and because that's what my dad likes to do. So we took him there, and then we ate there, and that was a fun day. Here my parents are again supporting me as I was set up at a festival at Lake Bottom, selling my books, and there I am with one of my customers. I love my customers. They always support me. Here is Kalia back in September as she got her first job. It was a year of a lot of firsts for her. Oh boy, here's Braylon, my youngest, when she decided to join Boy Scouts. You heard me. This is a dish I always wanted to make. I looked it up on Pinterest. It was chicken, rice, and it was in a pineapple. It was cool. Here's me selling my book in Barnes & Noble. No, my book is not sold there, but hey, I saw her. She was looking at children's books. I showed her my book and she bought it. Here's Kalia with her first car. Here we are at my nephew Kai's first birthday with family. There's my cousins Gingy and Solon. Here we are again. It's Kai's birthday, my mom. And you can see the kids down there at the bottom. There's Braylon, and she and I went to a fall festival back in October, and she got a great face painting there. It was character day at school. Kayla went as Medea and Kalia went as an elf. Here's Braylon with her cheer team, as she was also a cheerleader this year. Here we are in Pine Mountain, and my kids had never seen a pay phone before. Even though the phone wasn't there, I told them all about it. And there, Terrence and I with a great view in Pine Mountain. Here's some more of my customers as I set up shop at another fall festival selling my books this fall. Hey, there's my #1 fan again. Mom. And there's my dad, always showing support. Gotta love it. My mom, for her birthday, said of all things, she wanted a skee ball game that she saw at Target. So hey, I had to get it for her. It made her day. This was at Braylon's Thanksgiving lunch in November with her best friend Naya. We had a great time. There we are at another engagement that Miss Paula Egan's invited me to speak at and sell my books as well. We had a great time. And there's also Miss Bunn from Mildred Errol Terry Library who joined in as well. Some more of my customers from St. Mary's Road Methodist Church. I have a great support team over there. Here's my husband and my mom on Thanksgiving, where my husband has his wrestling championship belt that he was putting on everybody. Here we are up near Grayson, Georgia at a Christmas festival that they had that we attended with my brother and his family. There are my nieces and my nephew, my daughters, my husband. And I was so close to where my cousin Gingy's job was, I decided to surprise the fashionista. She did not know I was coming, and we had a great time together while she was at work. And of course, our elf on the shelf, Eve, came back to visit as she does every year, and she did not disappoint this year. Attended my cousin Angie's 50th birthday and also helped plan it, and that was a blast. And here we are, myself and my cousin Angie and my other cousin, her sister Vanessa, at the birthday party. Here we are at the Christmas tree lighting downtown that we went to. And then Terrence and I also attended another Christmas party with family. And here we are at getting ready to go to the Delta Ball that we attended, which was also on his birthday that year. So we got to go to the Delta Ball. That's me with Angie and one of her friends there that we attended with Erica. Here we are at the third annual Ugly Sweater Christmas Family Game Night. There are my parents. We had a great time that night. And of course, the year ended with what? Bird Box. Okay? Great movie. Me and my daughter Kayla watched it together. And of course, some people may fall to the wayside, but that's okay. Thank you so much for joining me for the wrap up, and join me for 2019 Chat with Chandi.